Hey guys, Mark from Biktrix here. Today I want to tell you about my top 5 picks for essential items to keep with you on every single e-bike ride. We all love riding our e-bikes, but sometimes things can happen that can get in the way of us enjoying the ride. I want to show you a few items that I've put together that I recommend to have on every single ride, no matter what happens. The first item is a toolkit. Whether you need to adjust a handlebar, your seat, or maybe the front headlight of your bike, this is everything you'll need to make a quick adjustment on the fly. Every single Biktrix e-bike is going to come with a metric Allen key set that includes a 4, 5, and 6 millimeter Allen key, as well as a 15 millimeter wrench. There's lots of bolts on your e-bike, and given enough time, they can loosen. Having these with you to make those fine-tune adjustments or tighten them on the fly will give you the peace of mind you need.
Inner peace.
Next up is a spare bike tube. Whether you're riding out in the country, the desert, or the bush, you never know what might happen and you might end up with a flat. Now, to avoid having to walk your bike to a local bike shop or bringing it all the way home, having a spare tube could save your ride. You can choose to get a bike patch kit or a spare tube. Personally, I prefer to keep a tube, as this is typically a lot easier to install, and for a couple dollars more, you've got a brand new tube versus trying to fix one you already have.
That is pretty smart.
They're typically pretty easy to install. Just remember that if you're going to be riding on a hub drive bike, that rear wheel is going to be pretty tough to take off on the fly, but if you're riding a mid-drive, or if just your front tire goes, you can easily install one of these and continue riding. Next on our list is a spare bike chain. Now this is especially important if you're going to be out there riding on a mid-drive. That's because a mid-drive motor produces its power and pushes it through the chain in order to rotate the back wheel. In the event that your chain snaps out on your ride, you're no longer going to be able to use your throttle or pedal the bike to get anywhere, and you're going to be walking home or to the nearest bike shop. Having a spare chain for a hub drive is still important, but a little less necessary. In the event that your chain snaps out on your ride, because the motor's in the back wheel and doesn't rely on the chain to actually propel itself, you could always ride home or to the local bike shop just using your throttle. Next up is a portable bike tire pump. Now these can be manual or electric. You can get them in any different types that you want, but you're gonna want one of these, especially if you're gonna be changing out a flat. But that's not all these are good for.
Oh yeah?
Depending on where you're riding and what season you're riding in, you might want your tire pressure to be set at different levels to match your riding. Having a higher PSI is going to lead to a stiffer tire, which is great for riding on pavement or asphalt. It's going to lead to less rolling resistance, which is going to give you better range and better speed, and it's going to be a lot easier to pedal because you have a lot less resistance at the pedal itself. Airing down your tires or having less PSI is not only going to be helpful for increasing your traction on surfaces like gravel or even ice, but it's also useful for giving you more comfort. When you're out there on the trails or riding on paths that are quite bumpy, less air in your tires means more absorption and less of that going into your butt. Tires are going to take that impact instead of you. So it's important to keep one of these on you at all times so that no matter where you're riding, you can make these adjustments on the fly and have the most comfortable ride possible. The last thing on our list is something that's going to help you carry all this stuff around with you no matter where you go. I would suggest something like a saddlebag or a pannier bag. If you want to go to the local grocery store and pick up a milk crate, strap it on the back of your bike, at least you've got somewhere to put your items. But at least with a saddle or a pannier bag, you know it's got the option of being waterproof, and it can be pretty easy to add onto or remove from your bike. It can also hold a lot more items than just the ones we spoke about today, such as maybe a water bottle or even a snack for when you're out on the road.
Donut.
What a lot of people don't realize when they first start e-biking is that you might plan to go out for an hour, but you have so much fun that you end up out there for 4. The last thing you want holding you back is either thirst or hunger. So make sure you get something like this to put on your bike to carry all these items around with you, whether you're going to be going out for a quick ride or going on a full long haul. That was our list of our top 5 essential items for any ride. If you think we missed anything, let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more videos like this. If you're interested in buying any of the products we spoke about today, we'll leave a link in the video description.